We're live.
Hey, Corey, we are back for episode 7 on the VeVe channel. VeVe Live with MC and Corey. How you doing,
It's
Corey?
7? We're on episode 7 already?
We are
Holy
on episode
smokes.
7, my guy. Can you believe it?
Wow. The time is flying. I've got my
I
Christmas
know.
shirt on, Christmas Deadpool.
I love it.
Is anyone in chat and are you preparing for the Christmas holiday, Aaron? What's
Oh,
your plans, bud?
we have the tree up at the house, but no decorations on it. But the tree is pre-lit, so it's still sparkly, but we haven't put our ornaments up. That's this weekend, and then we're going to start it off with my favorite movie of all time, Christmas Vacation.
Chevy Chase. You can't go wrong with Christmas Vacation. We're in the same boat. Like, we're going to do most of our Christmas decorating this upcoming weekend, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I know we're getting into the holiday season. You guys got to stay tuned for our holiday announcements, which will come out eventually. You'll wait, and we've been hinting at them a little bit.
And
So yeah,
little sprinkles here and there.
Yeah. We got an action-packed show today. This is going to be absolutely awesome. We are going to reveal the Sabretooth Evolvables blog. It's going to go live while you're with us, and we're going to go through it. And then we're going to talk about the drops that have come, that we've just had and everything. We have our community feed giveaway again. We have a whole bunch of other things to talk about. And specifically, we have our mods in the chat again. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming out and helping us out every week. And we're going to be doing the giveaway in the chat again, as always. So if you guys are commenting, in the live stream, saying hello, doing whatever you're going to do, 2 of you randomly will be picked for a VeVe digital comic or collectible giveaway, and you'll be contacted after the live stream, Corey.
I like that.
Not you, but them.
I like that. I know. I thought I was going to get, a giveaway for helping out here, and doing your thing. And just in case you are new to the stream, you're going to see the information scrolling at the bottom of the page for how to enter. It's pretty easy. Just comment, interact, and enjoy yourself.
I know, it's pretty awesome. Now, we have that crazy video that I have to want to show right here. We're talking about the Sabretooth video. Can we show it, Corey?
I don't know, Aaron. Let's see if technically we can show it or not. Do you want me to do a smooth like and subscribe transition? Is that what the plan is here?
I think it's needed. I think the like and subscribe transmission is fully needed here.
It's fully needed. All right. Well, then here we go. 3, 2, 1. Classic. Classic, Aaron.
We got it.
Every single time, buddy. Every stream.
We're getting there. Let's watch.
Oh, I love this video.
Crazy.
That's really good.
Oh my God, Corey.
This was another fun one for my team to be working with in terms of getting to look at those collectibles and Unity and checking them out. That diorama, I can already see some people in chat talking, is that a diorama? It is diorama digital toys with Tommy. And it is a beautiful diorama. It's one of my favorite dioramas that we have. It's got snow, on a nice static loop, which is beautiful. It's got a fire, inside the cave, which is going to give you, whether you're using your Sabretooth, which is what it's designed for, or if you're using something else, you can really create some beautiful scenes. I mean, whenever I first saw it, I was thinking, a lot of different collectibles would fit into this environment really, really well. But Sabretooth, it's designed for it, so it looks gorgeous. There's a lot of little details, too. You can see, like, the scratches on the cave wall, lots of footprints, which actually films. Like, if you're into taking videos or photos of your collectibles in a diorama environment, like, this thing just comes off really, really clean.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Just so everyone knows, the blog is now live. We're going to bring it up and we're going to go through it and chat with you
Live
guys
blog
all about
time.
it. All the social announcements will be coming out shortly as well, but the blog is now live, so you can review it with us on the fly. Let's switch over again, a
We're
little
switching.
transition to the blog, Corey.
Don't you just have to hit the button?
Oh
Isn't that
yeah,
a screen?
yeah. I mean, well, I have to stop this one, and then the other one comes in.
Oh,
So
okay. Here you go. Here you go.
there we go.
Smooth
Yeah.
transition. Got to do the like, subscribe, classic VeVe swap in transition. And 3, 2, and a 1. And I've swapped back.
Oh,
Look at that, everyone.
transition.
Chat, let us know. I feel like in the terms of our transitions over the last, how many episodes has it been, Aaron? You said this was number
7th right here for us.
So 7th episode, transition game getting, slightly better with every single episode.
Yeah.
Let's look at this blog, bud.
Yeah, just like our platform, we're just, boom, boom, we're ramping it up, getting quicker. It's pretty amazing. We'll talk about that too. But this is Sabretooth right here. There's that amazing thing. Look at all the people we have in the chat.
Chat's very happy with the transition. let's bring up some of the chat really, really quick, because a lot of people are saying some awesome things. The happy little tree friends cave, it could be. I mean, that diorama, it could be any diorama. That is completely up to you. That's the beauty of digital collecting is, you could be living in sunny San Diego, not a snowflake in the sky. You drop that diorama, suddenly you're in a winter wonderland, and there's just unlimited things that you could be doing. But anyway, Aaron, I'll let you get on with your blog. I know you're chomping a bit to share those details. Let's do this thing.
No, that's no worries at all. Good to see everybody in the chat. Keep commenting, like I said, for the giveaway. But here we go. Let's bring it up right here. We got the blog and it's live. And we wanted to share this with you in this special moment right here. Our second Evolvables drop. And Corey, I mean, I was looking at this one. I know you were like all over this before, specifically with the videos. And by the way, amazing job with you and your team on those videos.
Yeah.
I mean, they're absolutely incredible. And a lot of people are commenting about just the level of quality of it. I mean, we just saw it. I mean, how fun, let me ask you, how fun is it to work on those first?
I mean, it's a ton of fun, and really credit goes to the production team who actually make these models, because it's a huge process. Yeah. It's a big giant collaborative process to get the models to where they are. And you could tell with the Punisher, you could tell with a lot of our recent suite of collectibles that have been landing, the work that they've been doing and basically helping get done is just increasing the quality every single time. Yeah. And this Sabretooth, for me, second I saw that suit and I was zooming in tight with the camera and I was kind of checking out all those little stitching details, the striations of muscles, a collectible is really good. And Dan, COO, co-founder, Dan Crothers, we were shooting some of these in Unity, getting different shots with the virtual camera. Yep. And he made a comment where you can tell a collectible is really beautiful and well-defined if no matter which direction you shoot it from, it looks like a hero image. Like if you shot it from the back, the shadows that are cast by the light, that could be a hero image. You shoot it from the front, that could be the hero image. If every single angle that you're looking at the thing from is a hero image, that the collectible turned out well. And so the production team really crushed it. And obviously, I'm pleased as punch with my entire content team. They just continue to deliver beautiful results.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, just look at these right here. They're all ones that are going to be coming out very shortly in regards to our announcements. But let's go through the blog. Marvel Sabretooth, also known as Victor Creed, is a ruthless and savage mutant with enhanced strength, agility, and regenerative healing abilities. Sabretooth is the newest addition to the Evolvable series, with the first drop starting Saturday the 14th. At 8 a.m. Pacific time, only on VeVe. And you can watch that video right in the blog right there. Like I said, this is now live for everybody to go and interact with and check out. We'll have all our post announcements coming up very soon as well. But there's the video we just watched, which is actually linked to YouTube. So share that, comment on that, get in there. We do have some stuff to talk about a little bit later about some videos on our YouTube channel that we really want everyone to, go and look at for also giveaways and just for amazing content. But we'll handle that a little bit after this. We got to focus on Sabretooth right now. Sabretooth is the newest addition to the Evolvable series, showcasing its fierce primal power and in dynamic 3D digital collectible form. This series tracks his evolution through multiple stages, highlighting his transformation from a ferocious hunter to his ultimate battle-hardened form. Absolutely love it. Collect, evolve, and experience the raw intensity of one of Marvel's most brutal and fearsome villains, the common, and the special edition again in weightless format. There's the common, Corey.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. The production team and the artist, basically, there was a moment in the comic series. I'll look to see if I can figure out where it was, but there was a series in the comic, a short run, where he essentially kind of goes from civilian clothes into costume, gets captured, breaks free of the capture. And so what they really wanted to do is they wanted to tell sort of a linear story with the collectibles. And so that's why you're seeing it. It just worked really well with the evolvables concept, where every stage of the evolution is changing it slightly. And so it was kind of cool to have sort of that pre-built storytelling element, which is the same for Punisher, where you're getting basically him in various stages of evolution, different accessories, different poses. Super slick.
Oh, that's awesome for sure. And we'll talk about his first appearance comic too a little bit later, which is actually on the VeVe platform. The Iron Fist comic, I believe it's number 14. First appearance of Sabretooth is actually on VeVe. So you can actually grab that comic, go and read it as well. It's actually, in the marketplace, of course, it dropped, I think in 2021 late. So we've had it for a bit. So it's definitely an awesome read. But here's the common right here at 20 gem list price again, 6,860 editions for the common, the first appearance, first public edition number 41. So, we're following along very similar, but there he is. Check it out. So cool right there. And then, of course, we do have that special edition chaser. And you can see the bronze armbands right there, which are pretty awesome right there. So that's really cool. You can see he's got 140 editions at that 20 gem price. And like you said, Corey, this guy exists, in case there's any confusion, just like Punisher. He exists outside the set, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
He's a standalone.
He's a standalone a little set right there, which is amazing. So people have really enjoyed the chaser element of that common. And just so you know, for the Punisher, we still have, I think there's 25 or 26 still unclaimed from the store.
Wow. Here, check this out.
Yeah.
VeVe Vault Master's been putting up some really amazing content on socials. I just saw a video that he cut together of Wolverine and Hulk fighting. I reposted it, but that's an amazing. So please do some tutorials. Absolutely love your content, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a whole group of and by the way, just so you guys know, stay tuned for all of you. We got some really fun stuff planned for you guys, for all you creators out there. We actually, like I said, we have our VeVe feed giveaway that we'll talk about, in a little while right here, show you the winners from last week, if you're doing it in the feed. But on socials, some of our creators like, VeVe Vault Master are doing absolutely unbelievable stuff with these collectibles, and of course we want to promote and share those, right? So here's the special edition chaser. That's great right there, you can see. And then if we go down right here to the uncommon, look at the pose there.
This is actually the one that Dan was talking about. Just the way that the hands outstretch in front. I know I can't really be in frame, but the way the hands outstretch with the hand behind, it actually just creates a really beautiful, like if you're into photography and staging your collectibles and like being really creative, the way this one is posed out works from every single angle. Absolutely, really, really love this one. And there's, again, you can kind of see some of the details. We try to apply some solid shadows in there, so you could kind of see some of the striations of the muscle, the details of the leather stitching, that vein, and he's muscular bro, right? So he's got muscular bro muscles with muscular bro veins. But super, super nice.
Yeah, he's awesome. And once again, it's a craft, you guys. So, it's the uncommon right there, 4,500 editions. So you'll need $6.99 on the list price, 500 NCP as we continue to provide MCP use cases. So this is really great. And you'll have to have the common, of course, and then you'll be able to burn craft and get yourself the uncommon. And I think everybody's getting used to, even just after one drop of, the Punisher Evolvable, how the process works. And I hope everybody is starting to get comfortable with that. Of course, we have another drop here. So we'll have another round of, user feedback, interactions, processes, how people do it. And then we'll take all of that in as normal. Right, Corey?
For sure. And as always, VeVe.me, bottom corner, use that feedback widget. The whole point of
Mhm.
Evolvables was to provide a new and exciting collecting experience. But
Yeah.
the way that we've created it allows for feedback and allows us to adjust over time. And
Mhm.
so the more feedback we receive, and that feedback sort of aligning, lots and lots of people are wanting the same thing, we can start making those adjustments over time. But again,
Yeah.
the best way to give us that feedback
Yeah,
is
here.
using that corner widget, putting exactly what you want in there, be as detailed as possible, go straight to the team so they can start compiling all that information, being like, you know what, we got 200 comments all saying the same thing. Maybe we should address this.
Yeah,
But yeah,
100%.
that's one thing I really like about the Evolvables model is that
Yeah.
it's steps and it's stages, which is going to allow us the flexibility to shift and change things over time to meet the demands of what everyone watching, really, really wants.
Yeah, and part of that is that feedback as well, which is
100%.
so key. So there's the uncommon right there, Primal Instinct Craft. And let's get to the rare right here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Looks like
God.
he's about to snatch that VeVe logo out of the corner, right? Looks like he's just going to grab that and put it in his pocket. That's mine now.
Put it right in this collection. Exactly. Wild Dominance right here. 2,500 editions rare. Of course, first appearance on all of them. And $6.99, 1,000 editions, and you will need the uncommon to burn as well. Now, I know with Punisher, all of them look amazing, but there was a lot of chatter and a lot of talk about people actually loving the rare version of Punisher. Like really loving it because there was that little animation. His mask was off. He's got the hand cannons or whatever, and people really love the rare as well. I wonder which one of these everyone's going to kind of gravitate towards the most. That's the cool part.
This they just all photograph so well. So for me, I really like all of these.
Yeah.
We'll get further along, but I actually really like the one where he's shackled and he's kind of like somberly mean mugging the camera. It just makes for really, really good footage. But in terms of, I saw people posting about, they really like the fur. The cool thing with these is that fur is the static animation. And so the fur and his hair, it's swaying and it's shifting slightly. And it looks really, really, really good in that diorama specifically because you've got the movement of the snow, which is a nice static looping animation. And you place the character in it. It's moving almost what feels like in sync with that snow. It allows you to sort of transport that character into a scene and build out a story. Really cool.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's going to be awesome when people see that. Here's the ultra rare that you were just referring to. Look at him. He's all upset. Yeah. He's chained up. Don't do it.
Our team did like a static pan for the video reveal of that, and it just looks so good. Yeah. Got to have your registration whenever you're driving, Sabretooth, or, these are the consequences.
I
Get
know.
rolled up.
He got pulled over. Yeah. Is Sven here in prison? Sabretooth looks very sad. Yeah. but don't worry, everybody. Here he is right here. It's 1,000 editions on the ultra rare, first appearance again, and $9.99 on this level with the 5,000 MCP. And of course, you have to burn the rare to get this one to progress up. Now, you can go from store or market, which is, people have been really enjoying that and kind of figuring out the best way that they want to participate. So that's on all of these throughout the whole process. Once again, everybody. But there he is right there. Now, this one, if we get to the secret rare, it's okay. He got out of the shackles and you can actually see the shackles on his wrist right there, busted, which is pretty cool.
Broken.
Yeah. The secret rare edition right there, of course. This is a Vengeful Escape, which is awesome right here. And of course, he has the broken free from his mutant handcuffs and is ready to unleash his wrath. And he's $9.99 right there as well for that secret rare, 20,000 MCP. And then you have to burn the ultra rare as well. So that's the program. It's coming out, and the crafting will close on December 18th of 2025. Now, that is 2025, everyone. That's not a typo. We're giving you lots of time to fulfill this one and craft. And the Punisher, same thing. The Punisher, you have until 2025 as well, from the year from its release date. So, we're keeping those open for as long as we can. And then, of course, like I said, with the Punisher, there's still some SEs available, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. And we're going to talk about the Assassin's Creed coming up as well. We're going to talk about Epiko coming up. We got lots to cover today, guys, but we wanted to start with this amazing one. Now, you were talking about the diorama. Here it is, Corey. Step into the feral world of Sabretooth with this animated 3D digital collectible diorama of Sabretooth's cave, featuring intricate details that capture the essence of this formidable mutant slayer, dropping in waitlist format. And it's going to be at 9 a.m. And so check it out right here. Here's the diet. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. Look at him. He's
brooding. Having a hard day, boys. Having a hard day.
And this is 30 gems right here. And you can see Sabretooth is sold separately. This is just the diorama by itself. 974 editions. This is going to happen on the 15th of December at 9 a.m. So this happens after the uncommon drop on the Sunday, I believe, the same time as the last one. So you have the 8 a.m. Uncommon, you know, with the whole crafting there. And then 9 a.m. is going to be blind box for the diorama. So
you know what a cool setup is going to be is taking this diorama, taking any of these Sabretooths and that costume, and then taking the Wolverine brown and yellow, because that costume very, very similar in color grade and scale, like in terms of how that looks. Like those are going to be very complementary, and you're going to be able to make some, like, I can't wait to, I just know, you know, people are going to put that scene together. And Sabretooth versus Wolverine, right? Like that's a tale as old as time.
It's iconic. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely iconic. So stay tuned for the announcements on this. The blog is live. You can review it, everybody. We'll have our posts that are going to go out shortly. Watch the video as well. It's up on our YouTube channel right here. It's in the blog. You can see it. I'm just going to scroll all the way to the top. It's right here in the blog, and you can just watch that over and over and over again, which I know I'm going to be doing, even though I've seen it. Can't help it. They look so good, right?
They do look good.
Yeah. Look at this. Badoodle says Gladiator Hulk.
Oh,
put it in there. You can put it in there. Doctor Strange. Corey sees my vision. Yes, Doctor Strange. You know,
it's got to be that Wolverine pair. I think that's what we're talking about.
It's got to be. And Deadpool, Adrian.
Yeah.
There's so much you could do with this for sure, right? Let's just quickly go through some of them. Just here's the common again. Okay. Here's the uncommon, those nice images right there. Look at that. It's awesome. Here's the rare right there again. You got to love it. The ultra rare, I think this might be my favorite.
And there's something about it, right? Like, I know it's not a super dynamic pose or anything, but I love this one for some reason.
I can't help myself. And then there's the secret rare right there. That's pretty awesome for sure. Well,
and
good job on
that. This up is each one of these collectibles. Whenever they built the diorama out, they had an area of the diorama in mind to put all the collectibles logically. But with that being said, after we've worked with it, you know, for a while, like a lot of possibilities and where things are going to look really, really cool. I think my favorite positioning for this secret rare was on top of the cave. So like imagine being like a hiker or something, and you're like, oh, a cave with a campfire, and you're like walking up to it, and then boom, Sabretooth explodes off the top of the cave, comes to eat your lunch. Yeah, that's all he wanted. He just wanted your lunch, and he's like, you can go now. I just needed some food.
You just take your bag lunch. Yeah, don't go by there again. You know, especially on your way to work, school, whatever. You'll get jumped. Well, more to come on him right there. And let's just move on really quick. Today we have the amazing Spider-Man 210 classic issue right here with the first appearance of Madame Web. And this is a really nice comic right here. Still available in the store if you want to go grab it. And have you had a chance to read this comic, Corey, in the past? I mean, growing up, I remember having this one.
I have not, actually. This one's a little lost to me. Really love that secret rare though. I was looking through the covers and I was like, I kind of need to go get that maybe.
I picked up the ultra rare. Yeah, I picked up the ultra rare for sure. You got to. And then also the common as well. I have to have my 3-digit common. I just have to grab it. All the Spider-Mans for me, every single Amazing Spider-Man comic is absolutely legendary for me. So, and Madame Web, she's a crazy character. Like, she's got all these kind of like abilities, and he actually trains with her a bit. If you actually read this comic, it's kind of interesting. And of course, she was in that movie that came out a little while ago, the Sony movie. So that was that whole thing. I haven't actually seen that movie yet, but I think I'm going to give that a watch. I haven't had a chance to kind of watch it. But this kind of comic is a separate kind of like, it's not the same kind of story as the movies from what I hear, but sure. Another classic Spider-Man that you just can't get enough of for sure. So this one went today. Let us know in the chat if you went for this one, which one you got. I know we had a great show again, by of course, Max was on Discord today hosting the drop show again, having a great time. We had a ton of people in there with giveaways and all sorts of fun stuff and games. So make sure you guys are doing all the drops that you can. Make sure you're in the Discord so you're checking out the schedule, because, you know, we have that drop show. I think every Tuesday they're pretty much on doing comic drops and having a great time. So we were in there. I was in there seeing people like land their mints and stuff. So another fun show. And we have more comics that we're going to talk about in just a second. But I got to tell you, Corey, Amazing Spider-Man comics are like, well, you know, you just look at the wall behind me.
Every time we go to a convention, that's what I'm pretty sure, right? Like you always look through these super old, Amazing Spider-Man, even if they're a little tattered, you're like, oh, I need this one for my. So you're always, you know, picking through those. I know a lot of people like that. You know, the original ASM is their jam. You know, and it's not so much about collecting for value. They just want to have all of it. Like they want to have all those original comics together just to say that they got them. So totally get it.
Get the whole run. When we were at New York Comic Con, actually, and by the way, VeVe Magic's in the crowd. How you doing, Magic? Yeah, Green Truck Tuesday. That's the name of the show. So that's what you want to tune in for sure. Super fun. And you get to share all of your stuff that you get, right? But thanks for coming around, Magic, right here. And just again, in case you guys are joining us, commenting in the chat will, you know, enter you for a potential giveaway win. We have our Discord mods in here. Thanks so much, you guys. Again, Josh right there for helping us out. You know, and they're going to just pick 2 random winners just for people who are commenting and having fun today. And you'll get that chance to win that free digital comic or collectible. You know, you'll be contacted. You'll have lots of fun, and we'll continue that tradition every week. So thanks to the mods right there and everybody on Discord. They're doing such an amazing job over there. You can check out all the different shows that are going on Discord as well, because they have a lot of different events.
There's a lot of
shows, and it's a super fun time, you guys. So make sure you guys are in there. But this comic was a lot of fun today. If you actually check it out right here, the blog, of course, you know.
Who's the exclusive artist for this one?
Yeah, I was just going to go to that right down below right here. We got exclusive rare and ultra rare covers by Chris Campana. So an artist we've had a lot on our app right there. Look at that.
Really nice. For anyone watching that's maybe new to the space, exclusive variants for us means the only place in the world where you could get these 2 variants is on VeVe. Doesn't exist anywhere else. On occasion, we do print those exclusive covers for con exclusive physical releases, which are typically pretty limited print runs, and they typically get scooped up pretty quick at cons.
We've done our share of bagging.
I love our VeVe exclusives. I mean, I love commons. I'm definitely like a common gang kind of guy. I'm of like 3. It's hard for me to pick. I think I like being in the common gang because statistically that's where I land. I go for a drop and I get a common. I'm like, I got to be happy about this. But I'm also a big fan of our exclusive covers because the only place to get them is here. Yeah. But sometimes the secret rare interior panel pool is such an iconic pool. Like it's the first panel, you know, in the first page that a specific character ever appeared in a comic. And now that's on the cover. For me, like that in a way feels exclusive, because where else are you going to get this secret rare? Like where else does this comic exist? Nowhere.
Actually,
right here only.
The interesting thing, like, and this is something to note, is that all the comics actually have exclusive covers except for the common. Because like the common is just like the, you know, the digital representation of the original cover, you know, on VeVe. It's slightly different than it is in print as well, or even a facsimile print that they would do in like a comic shop. It's a unique digital cover because it's missing some of the things that other ones would have, but it makes it VeVe centric. But I always, you know, for me, I actually really enjoy the uncommon because you get that extra MCP boost. And this cover, if you're into kind of like color variants and stuff, this is an exclusive cover that only exists on VeVe as well. When they take that tone away and then you just have that kind of isolated character, it's like kind of what you're doing with the secret rare, but just having the background in there. So I actually personally myself, you know, I know everyone's got their own, like, you know, what they enjoy, and that's totally subjective. It's great. But I actually really love the uncommons because of that. They take that character that is the first appearance or whatever that's most highlighted, and they usually like bring it out from the background, and you get that MCP boost, and it's rarer than the common. But you know,
it's
I know
whenever the color selection is red, for me, the uncommons always sing. And so like, this is a good example. Like Madam Web is red. She's somewhat centered and she's being framed by the webs, which creates like a whole series of leading lines, pulling your eyes to the red subject. And so for me, artistically, sometimes the uncommons really sing because of that color selection.
Yeah, 100%. I agree for sure. And this one right here, 5,000 editions, 3,000 on the common, 1,100 on the uncommon, 500 on the rare. Ultra rare's got 250 and the secret rare's got 125 at 699. So it's available in the shop right now. And like I said, that ultra rare and rare exclusive covers by Chris Campana, they only exist here. So that's really cool. Let's move on now. We got the Epiko drop from the weekend. Holy moly. Now, I know you and me, we are, Eagle is like a huge part of our team.
Absolutely.
And from the beginning and the community. And I just wanted to formally, just shout him out. I know a lot of people have as well. It's so cool. I mean, David and Dan, obviously on the app, are amazing as well. And these collectibles, they're animated, and the blue ones are nuts. But having Eagle on the as a collectible is super cool. And I heard there was live streams and Twitter Spaces as well, where everyone was kind of giving him his flowers, and he totally deserves it. So shout out to you, Eagle. We love you.
We love you, Eagle. And we're glad you're a digital collectible now.
Yep. Absolutely amazing. But there, this drop. So like I completed the common, or sorry, I believe they're uncommons, right? I believe the uncommon set. I believe they're uncommons. I'll have to check it. But I got all three of
Nice.
them. I didn't get any of the blues. Did you manage to?
I was working, and whenever I came back, it was gone. So
you're gone.
I haven't got a chance to go back and look what the damage is. But definitely am interested in snagging the. I love firsts for us. Anytime it's like major first for us, I try to collect. So
yeah, no, it's super awesome. And of course, the stuff that if you follow Epiko on X as well, you can see how they're posting and the stuff that's going to be exciting with them. More news in the future. You just guys stay tuned, and we'll just have a lot more fun. I'm just waiting for Corey.
Don't deny the existence of a future Corey.
Yeah. Cannot confirm or deny, or we'll see what happens. But no, everybody keep on having fun with those. That was amazing for sure. Let's get to the next one. So we had the Assassin's Creed come as well. Ezio.
So good.
I mean, this one, and as well, the SE, I believe there are 20 or 21 SEs still available. If you guys are, interested in that, to try to snag one of those. But this is another amazing drop. The detail on him right here, the animation on him. I mean, of course, we had the little diorama like platform type thing on there that people are playing with. Super cool drop. What was your thoughts about this drop, Corey?
I was super, super excited. I play a ton of video games. I play sometimes with Josh. I play some video games on the weekends with him occasionally, and I play with some, friends that I have in the community. And so I've played pretty much every single Assassin's Creed that's out there.
Yeah.
And sort of whenever I look at the breadth of MCs, like main characters, not my collectibles, but main characters that I can play with, I would always have him in like my easy top three most favorite, MCs, stories, periods of times that are being explored. Just huge fan of the franchise, fan of that character, and a fan of this model. It turned out just phenomenally. The fabric, the textures, the details, just really, really gorgeous stuff. And I like the mechanics that were baked into this one too.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about and talk to you about as well, is that this was a new type of style, a format that this is a first of its kind drop for us as well. As we had the, the level kind of, you had to have the level requirements to do the crafting on it, which was really cool. And we did that notion where if you went for basically the base of the drop, and then you'd be able to craft your way to the ultra rare and to the secret rare, but the secret rare had that level attached to it. We've got a lot of feedback from the community, a lot of positive feedback about that. I know people have been like asking for these kind of like level rewards and stuff. So we took it in, we made sure that we kind of put it into the drop right here. And we're seeing how everybody's reacting to it, as we're doing with everything.
Yeah.
Right, Corey?
Yeah. And again, that's, as always, based on feedback. And again, the best way to do that feedback, in case you're just watching the stream right now, you're just hopping in. Thank you so much for being here. But the best way to give feedback to us is just go right to our website, use the corner widget. Every single thing that gets put into there, you know, no matter how small, big, or outrageous gets said to the team. I've seen feedback that says stuff like, you know, we need more cuddles on VeVe. And I mean, it shows up
We
in the channel.
do.
It's all there. So just know, you know, your voice is heard whenever you use our feedback features.
For sure. Master
So
Roni,
if
I
you
love
like it,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No, yeah. If you like the mechanics that we're introducing, shout it out and feedback. If you don't like the mechanics that we're doing, shout that out, offer suggestions. You know, the way that we win, all of us, you know, those of you watching and those of us here, is by figuring out what works best, you know, for the most amount of people, so we can have the best and most enjoyable experience possible. And the way that we do that is feedback.
Yep, for sure. Master Roni, I love that level MCP drop reward. I hope you guys do it more often. So we're looking into that for sure. And just stay tuned for our future plans around things like that. But that was the first of its kind right there, which we're really proud of. And, you know, of course, the whole drop in general has been really awesome. Now, coming up, we have a couple of more comics we'll talk about. This is Amazing Spider-Man 22. Now, this comic right here, just so people know, this is the second death of Kraven. So if you guys know, yeah, you guys know, I thought only cats could, but you know,
he ate a cat. Isn't that how he works? Like, you know, he consumes the DNA and parts and pieces of creatures to embody their powers. That's how he defeats Spider-Man the first time, right? And the Kraven's Last Hunt saga, which we have on VeVe. That's one of my favorite. I think that is one of my favorite Spider-Man arcs. In terms of the cover arts, the story, the grittiness, the iconic scene with the tombstone where Spider-Man black suit's like crawling out of the muck, you know, coming back to life. But that's how he defeats him. You know, there's that scene where he's just like gorging himself on thousands of spiders, which is like super cringe for me to think about. But yeah, big surprise. He ate some cats. You know, they got 9 lives. You've eat 3 cats. What is that? Let's do that math. That's 27 lives. 27 lives. So he's good.
Yeah. He's coming back. The movie's coming out too, right? As we know.
I've been seeing ads for that on TikTok with the who's the main actor for that? Chat, does anyone know who the main actor is that's playing Kraven?
I know his face. I don't remember his name at the moment, but he
looks good.
I've seen him before. He's pretty cool. The movie looks pretty awesome. That's for sure.
I'm excited.
Have like a Spider-Verse type character like that come out at that level. I'm pretty excited. You mentioned those previous comics with the whole Kraven hunt, which are those are amazing. Now, just so people know, if you get the Spider-Man series, you know, with we have the 1 to 5 with the McFarlane art, you know, the Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, you know, all that. In there is a Kraven arc throwback. I believe it's issue 3 or 4. It's the one that has the leopard skin on the cover.
Oh yeah,
that has the upside down masthead. That issue right there has Kraven in there with McFarlane drawn, and actually it's pretty wild. He's got a huge hole in his head because in the Amazing Spider-Man and the Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, that 6-part series that we have on VeVe, that, you know, that's amazing, that whole hunt, you know, that's where Kraven's dies, right? And so there's a callback story in Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we have, and now we have this. So you can, if you're a comic fan of like that whole series, you can check this out. You can check the Spider-Man 1 to 5, and you can check out the Amazing Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, that 3-part set. They're all in the app.
Do we got Kraven's first appearance? Pretty sure we do.
Yeah, and the Amazing Spider-Man first appearance of Kraven himself on the app, which is a pretty awesome comic. You can pick that
15. Well, I'm doing some Google foo. Yeah, first appearance of Kraven the Hunter is ASM 15, so we have that one too.
Yeah, pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to this one, and look at the cover art as well. I mean, I love the black. Anytime you see the black suit, I just can't help myself.
It's good. It's really, really good.
You know, a little side note. So, you know, Fortnite, right, is having a lot of fun, right? And if you play games at all, I know you game, right, for sure. And so, you know, my kids play Fortnite, and I've actually, you know, with the Jordan shoes that have popped up, I've activated my account again because I have to have those Jordans. I mean, I'm kind of a shoe guy. So, but I activated my account, and the first skin that I picked up, because this week they released some Spider-Verse stuff, and I picked up a little Miles Morales. Now there is a black suit Spider-Man in there that you could only get before on like a big pass. So I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I know I have the black suit Spidey, the symbiote Spider-Man in VeVe, so I'm at least covered in that area. I'm surprised on the light post, so
That's one of
one
my
of my
favorites.
favorite.
I love that. Like
Yeah.
the animation loop of him just sitting up there and he shoots the web out.
Yeah.
You did an AR competition for that, I think, or an AR post, or you asked for Black Suit Spider-Man AR imagery, and I put some of mine in there too because I was like, man, I love that one.
It's absolutely the best. Yeah, that was a little while ago. That was a fun. We should do that again because that was a lot of fun. So that one's coming out. Now we got Walt Disney's Donald Duck, a Christmas on Bear Mountain as we start the holiday season.
Love it.
This one's coming out as well. You gotta love it. Look at this right here. Look at Scrooge.
These remind me of whenever I was a kid. I know that these are exceptionally much older than whenever I was a kid, but whenever I would go to the drugstore and the grocery stores with my mom, they would have like the front rack of basically like the Disney comics, and there would be, I think, like DuckTales was in there. There was the Scrooge McDuck. There was the Archies. Those style of comics, and that's what this always reminds me of. Like these comic releases, super enjoyable.
If you go to comic shops and like vintage ones, and you go into their long boxes and you check out, like usually they separate them. They have Disney sections. Those are great comics. They're just a ton of fun. They look amazing. And you can pick, they're kind of oversized, the ones from the 50s, from like the late golden age. And you can actually pick them up for really good like prices and stuff, and read some of those really amazing older. Those comics are now like 75 years old.
It's wild.
Like that's amazing.
Pieces of history.
Yeah, and the art is so clean, just like the cover of this comic. I think that's why people in our app love our, the Disney comics. We definitely have a collector sector.
For sure.
Collector sector.
Collector sector.
We have people who love the Disney comics, and just how clean they are and how the art is. So that's cool. So those are both coming up right here. We have both blogs out, so make sure you check them out for sure. And just a ton of fun. Now, we did have a special thing that happened here, Corey. We have Humanoids now as a new publisher on VeVe Comics. So we want to cover this quickly right here and talk a little bit about it, the announcement that came out. They are now available on VeVe Comics on the platform. You can see right here, Barbarella, the Inkle, the Meta Barons, Urban Legends right here. And of course, we have a few others, but this is absolutely amazing that we have this new publisher. What do you think about it? Have you had a chance to look into Humanoids and what they're all about?
Yeah, a little bit. And Humanoids is the first of many, new publishers that we're going to see popping up on VeVe Comics. Has a really, really rich history. I want to say this was a French publisher via like 1974. And what you're seeing with their evolution over time is it was one of the first big comic publishers that focused on graphic novels and larger stories that sort of made that American European transition. Oh, did I get it right? First issue.
You did. 74.
Yeah,
right
I'm killing it. I'm killing it from memory. But no, what you're going to see with these comics and a lot of their offerings is you're going to see far more adult type stories, and you're going to see a lot of stories that are like, I like some science fiction. They have like some high fantasy science fiction, some like space operas in there. If you go back to our VeVe page, I think it's Captain Harlock is actually a television movie that you could watch, an animated movie that's really, really solid. But yeah, you're just going to get a huge new offering of really unique stories, some far more adult than what you would be used to seeing from, other publishers. And so what it really represents is us being able to add a new publisher to our family of publishers. And it's going to give people a lot more variety in what they want to read. Because that's a big point of VeVe Comics, right? There's the collecting element, but we also want people to be able to read and enjoy whatever type of story or genre story that they're into. We want that to be available. We want them to be able to enjoy our e-reader experience and, flip through those. So that's definitely what you're getting with Humanoids, which is, again, super, super excited to see them, joining the VeVe Comics family.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to be looking into these and starting to read about them. I didn't know a lot about them, but I do actually love the covers and the titles right here that are coming out. So I've now been looking into them as we've been getting closer to the announcement. So I'm definitely going to be reading these ones. Just as a little side note, the Ablaze Comics, we do have issue number 2 as well of Queen of the Black Coast issue 2, and then of course we also have the Cimmerian Red Nails issue 2. So we're dropping more and more over here on these new publishers, and we have more announcements coming up about that soon, which is going to be awesome. So let us know how you're enjoying, these new comics. Have you gotten into them? Have a look at them. Get in there, read them. You can get them on the reader part. You can get the limited edition for the VeVe app, and they have really cool stories for sure that we're really excited about. And it's just the start as we expand.
It is just the start. We're going to see a lot more publishers and stories and reading variety show up, and I am here for it.
Yeah. 100%. Check out their website as well for Most Read. If you look at Most Read, the In Call is on our app. Meta Barons is now on our app. Urban Legends is on our app. And Louisa is now on our app as well. So you can see their top 4 most read are actually on the platform.
Right, and that's there. Like a space opera. Both of these are like science fiction. The top 2 are science fiction, and the Meta Baron specifically is something I want to get into, because as I was researching, whenever we heard Humanoids is coming and we were trying to get more familiar with their product offerings, for all, because I'm a Star Wars guy. Like, I like space opera, science fiction. It's like kind of my genre. So I was looking at that and I was like, okay, I think that might be my jam. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing those and burning through them.
Yeah, that's awesome for sure. Okay, let's check those out. We'll see how that goes as time goes on. Now, I wanted to do this little shout out right here as we kind of get closer to the end of the live stream today. Now, we did have our VeVe feed contest. You mentioned, the Symbiote Spider-Man and AR and all that kind of stuff. We mentioned some of our vault creators earlier as well. But in our VeVe feed, this is our entries from last week, which we just announced the winners on our X page. Thank you so much to everybody for just creating these amazing, pieces of art as well. I like their digital art to me. I mean, I know you have some of your favorites in here, Corey. We were looking at this earlier. I do as well, but we put it in our X page, right on our main page, with the ability to, you just basically go in, do a friendly vote for somebody that you think is really cool. And then, of course, if you vote, you get a chance to win as well. And we did have a runner-up prize for this one because the voting was so close. And, of course, Doobs right there. See up Doobs up there with Wolverine. Came in the first position right there. So congratulations, Doobs. And right here, JSands 10 actually pulled in the runner-up.
If you had to pick one, what's your pick? Are you aligned with the community, or do you have like an outlier that's your
well, I think they're all awesome for sure. I always would say that 100%, but I think you and me are aligned on this one, because
Miles
on the bottom,
down there, I love the framing on that.
Killing me right here.
It's those 2 leading lines, that pull to that pillar. Is that like an AI background? Because it's almost too perfect. How did you do that? That's so good.
I know, it's just awesome right here. So thank you, everyone, and keep it going. And by the way, our internal, support team, our mods and everything have noticed a huge uptick in the amount of posts that are going on the VeVe feed in the app, and tons of creations. So these are just randomly grabbed by them. So yours could show up at any time, everybody. And it's just a way to show everybody's, art. Now, we did launch a second one. So another one, right? So this is the winner right here for sure.
Yeah.
But we did launch another one. This is the brand new one that's going to be going out right here, and you guys are getting a sneak peek at it with all these new creations from different people. A lot of fun, and you can already see some really awesome ones in there.
I like the Star Wars one. They're just going to the art gallery to admire some fine art.
Down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
I like Rodney's in the top left too. That's like a really fun use. There's like a splash happening in the background, so it kind of makes it look like it's jumping out of the water. It's a lot of fun. I think that I want to say it was maybe Jermaine Rogers or Ronnie. It was one of our independent artists, one of our amazing independent artists that we work with, was at, I want to say, Designer Con, and they were up on stage talking about, why digital collectibles? Why did they decide to branch into digital collectibles? And a thing that they said that stuck with me, wish I could remember which one of them was saying it, is that what they like about digital collecting is it encourages people to use their art to create their own art.
Right.
Whereas if they were selling, a limited edition vinyl toy or a print, the people are really just going to display that, and it's going to sit. They're not going to be able to create something with it without damaging the value of it. And what they always have enjoyed about collaborating with VeVe is that people are able to take the stuff that they make and play with them and create
Yeah.
beautiful images, their own types of art. And we can kind of see that. I think it's Mr. 168. We've got some independent art in there with the Punisher.
Right.
Super, super cool. Really
That's
love
really
that entire art line.
Yeah.
Artist does strong women, essentially women that beat up everyone else. They are the toughest, the strongest, super powered women. But yeah, I love to see this. I'm really, really glad that we're doing this and that you helped make that happen. It's great stuff.
Well, a big shout out to the mods who brought this forward,
For sure.
started sharing with us internally, like all the amazing creations, which just made us go, guys, we got to get this out there. We got to get
Brian Vivros. Thank you so much, Adrian. That was slipping my mind.
Oh yeah, there you go, for sure. So this is going to be launched right here. So make sure you get your votes in for a lot of fun and congratulate and just celebrate everyone's art, and then share your own as well and just have a lot of fun with it. Now, I wanted to talk about something else right here that we got coming up. Now, check this out. Brock, it's got the Fishmas, and this is just going out, and this is amazing. And he's got lots of stuff. If you just go to him on X right here, you can see amazing stuff, work he's been doing, absolutely incredible. And one thing you got to check out right here to get all the info is he's got it pinned to his X page right here. How do I Fishmas? There's a video right here. He's showing you exactly what to do. It's super fun. Make sure if you want to get involved and go over and just give him a follow and stuff. And,
Absolutely.
If you're experiencing the fishes on the VeVe app, they're absolutely incredible. Everything that he's doing, you can see on his X page. He's super funny too, by the way. He's got all sorts of information. Look at this. Fishmas is live. He's been teasing it. It's really cool.
That's a creator that loves his community. Who's very interactive, communicative, is always doing things to incentivize and reward the people that are supporting the work that he's doing. Just absolutely love him and what he's doing with all of that. It's beautiful stuff.
It is, for sure. Happy Fishmas Eve. This is from the 9th, just yesterday. Tomorrow, the new site will go live, and you'll be able to log in and get the coal hunt. I'm busy working on some final stuff, but super excited to see all you get in there and grab some coal for rather fun. So if you want more info about that, just check out the video that's pinned to his channel, not his channel, but his X page right here. Gives you the full breakdown. And of course, just ask any questions with him. He's super excited to be there. And, having a good fun time, right? For sure. So I just wanted to shout that out. It's the holiday season. Things are starting.
Holy jolly.
Now, also, here's something that everybody needs to know. Now, we talked about this last couple of weeks. So Metaverse Life, like I said, we have Collectors at Heart. Season 2, episodes 1 and 2 are live on the YouTube channel, including that. I'm so happy to have that interview, with Metaverse Life, to ask him all about his travels and everything. It was really cool. It was really great for me. I that was a personal thing for me that I really loved. And so I know people are watching that. So that's also right there on the channel. One thing I wanted to give you a heads up on is if you go to these videos and watch them, and then you comment down below in the comment section on YouTube of either one of the videos for season 2, episodes 1 or 2. And of course, there's more coming, so stay tuned. Yeah. But we will we're doing some giveaways in there just on people's comments. You have to watch the video and, let us know your favorite part in there. And we're going to do some random ones in there. So make sure you go to our YouTube channel, which you can actually find the videos right here on our channel. You can see there's our Sabretooth one, but there's the interview with Metaverse Life right there that I did. Of course, we got Falcons news and everything, and the showcase. Everyone's loving that. But here are the 2 Collectors at Heart videos right here from Amsterdam and, of course, from Paris. Amazing.
Amsterdam's beautiful. That episode's like feel like I'm watching the Travel Channel whenever I watch those episodes, because Metaverse Life is just such a talented videographer. Like when it comes down to it, the way he frames and shoots, it's just, I've never got to travel to either of those locations, and I'm kind of getting to do it, and I'm getting to do it from the perspective of people who really enjoy the same things that I do, which it's kind of like tailored to me specifically. So yeah, really absolutely worth watching.
Well, the other cool part, this is a little tidbit. So in episode 1, he's in Paris, right? And he meets with 101 Media, who actually right now is interviewing Ben Rose. At this moment.
At this moment in time.
So that's going to be really cool to watch that when it comes out too, guys, because there's going to be a nice perspective from our, amazing community over in France. And, of course, you probably saw Ben Rose's interviews on our, with our German channels with our friends there. So we're kind of reaching around the world and doing a whole bunch of fun stuff. And, of course, these videos are really great for that, for sure. Now, we're going to close things off pretty quick here, Corey. We did have the amazing stuff. I just got to show this again right here, the Sabretooth. I'm sorry.
So good.
So good. So this is coming out. So stay tuned. As soon as the live stream ends, the blog posts are going to start going out. And you guys will get all the information. Now the blog is live again for you to check it out with Evolvables. Let us know what you think about all that. Remember, the Punisher, the SE is still available. There's not that many left. Same with the Assassin's Creed Ezio. The SE on that one also is still available. There's even less of those. So if you guys want to like go in there and try to get your hands on one of those, they're still there. We had the
posting update numbers.
Yeah, so I believe there's 26 or 25 of the Punisher Common SE, and I believe there's 21 or 20 of the Ezio SE available still, and we'll provide those updates. Also, one thing we should mention too, Corey, we had our recent app updates, and we're going to continue to provide those updates on the fly, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a big push. You know, they're like, again, the feedback feature. I know we keep saying, please use the feedback feature, but truly, please do use the feedback feature, because that is basically how they're compiling a mass amount of information. That in other ways, they're using other data collection tools, obviously, you know, but feedback from what we call, what is the word? There's a specific word for it, but people that use the app a whole bunch, that are very familiar with how it functions, how it should function. You know, data's great, but those personal accounts from people who just spend all their time using these features, you know, could we move a button here? Can this flow like that? Can this be, you know, not hidden behind a click? Like, those things are exceptionally useful pieces of feedback. So please use that corner widget, provide feedback, and they are just pushing out updates. I think one just went out the day before yesterday. I think since V2s went out, there's been 4 or 5, you know, hot fixes and updates launched at this point. They're really putting them out quick. So that's great to see.
Yeah, I want to show it here. Last update, rearrange the bottom nav to include that market tab, incremental performance gains, and other small fixes and enhancements. There's a lot to list in there, so they just give a basic right there, but you'll notice that obviously improvements are happening. And by the way, this is really, really amazing. Now, I'm not going to say that this is going to happen every single time this quickly, but this is an interesting note right here of the rearrange of the market tab at the very bottom. Now, I don't know if you noticed, Corey, but that was the comments that came out actually quite recently. So you can see what we were talking about with how this app
rapid improvement.
Yeah, we're able to do rapid improvement. Now we'll obviously, you know, work with the internal team's got a schedule of what the stuff they need to prioritize, and we'll just keep you guys completely, communicated about when the apps when the updates come out live, exactly what we're doing, and just keep it going right there. I wanted to just mention that though, which was pretty cool.
And you can get the full release breakdowns, obviously, if you go to the App Store. You can hit the little eye, look at details, depending on your iOS or if you're on Android, because we kind of just grab 3 of what we feel are some of the most impactful of the updates to post in the actual social posts. But if you want like a full accounting of all the features, because there's more than just what's in this post in terms of, you know, fixes and all that good stuff.
For sure. Now, should we give them a tease of something that's going to be announced soon?
No, teasers.
Just before we end.
What are we teasing? Let's see it.
Well, we do have a comic that's going to be announced in a day or so.
Oh, okay. What do we got going?
Should we tease it out? It's going to be fun.
I don't know if anyone wants Silver Age.
Yes, Silver Age. We got the Uncanny X-Men number 10, which is going to be coming out soon.
I like this. Whenever I play Marvel Snap, I have a deck that uses like a Khazar mechanic in it. So it's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the first appearance of Khazar. Stay tuned for all the announcements, all the updates, all the blog articles, and all the kind of stuff about that. Have fun with the Evolvables coming up. Obviously, check out all of our content creators and the live streams they're going to be doing.
Yes.
We'll be helping them out again, doing some stuff, doing some sponsored spaces, doing some giveaways, having some fun, and just really taking in your feedback and just loving where we're at in this digital collecting world. Corey, it was great to have you again on episode 7.
Of course. Always here chatting with you, getting to see all the comments come in and chat with some of the people that I don't get to, whenever I had my own channel, I got to chat with a lot of people all the time. So this for me is just a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everyone that was able to take the time to come hang out with us while we got to geek out a little. Can't wait for the next one, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Everybody, we'll see you in the next one. Have a great time. And check out our Stan Lee post that we retweeted with the kind words from Stan Lee from, way back when in his comic book. We feel the same way about you as he did about his Marvel community back then. You can echo the words. You could put VeVe right in there. So, we thank you, everybody, for your support and feedback. And we'll see you in the next live.
Take care, everyone.